All right, guys. How are y'all? For anybody that's watching the replay, tonight is Work With Me Wednesday, and what we typically do is everybody just brings something to work on, or work on something at your desk, in your bed, wherever you happen to be. Work for straight 30 minutes on something for Cincy. It's a good time for us to chat and socialize, and also get some work done. As we're coming up to the end of the month, though, I did want to go over the compensation plan with you guys. There is a lot of confusion, and I can promise you I'm not going to be able to answer all the questions, but I would definitely help you and guide you to where you need to go to find the answers. But there's a lot of confusion sometimes on how do I get paid? If I'm an essential consultant, what do I get paid? Who do I get paid on? Those types of things. So I am going to screen share a couple of things. I'm not good at this. Let's see. Share. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. So this is the compensation plan that is in your catalog. If you have a catalog handy and you want to grab it, this is the one that is right there for you. Now, I want to just look really closely at this top section. Okay, just this top section, because the bottom half, if you're like monthly rewards, how do I get monthly rewards? All of this is based on what you do in the top section. Okay, so we'll start off real quick with essential consultant. If you are an essential consultant, you don't have any responsibilities. You don't have a PRV you have to meet. You don't have, except for $200. Let me back up a little bit. As a consultant, for you to be considered active, you need to have 200 PRV each month to be considered active. Now, Cincy does give us the, I don't want to say luxury, I don't know, the extension. If you go, you have 12 months to get a month of $200. Okay, does that make sense? Cincy gives us 12 months to have a month of being active before our account cancels. Okay, so if you join in March and you don't reach 200 PRV before next March, then your account will be canceled. Okay, so you guys that are on here, 200 PRV sometimes, I mean, it's not hard if you're working your business. Okay, so just remember, active is 200 PRV, and that should, as an essential consultant, that needs to be your minimum goal. But as an essential, you don't have any responsibilities except your own PRV. Okay, you're not making money off anybody else. You're not making money off of a team. You're just making money off of you. Okay, and as an essential consultant, you get 20% of your sales. All right, so if you sell $1,000, you get 20% of that as your commission. Now, the next level is a certified consultant, and you don't have any responsibilities as a certified consultant either. Here's the perk. You get a pay raise when you reach 1,000. I'm pointing like y'all can see, but you can't see. I'm going to circle my little mouse here. Once you reach 1,000 PRV lifetime, you bump up from 20% to 25% commission. So then you'll start making 25% off of all of your sales. Still, you don't have any responsibilities for a team. You're not earning any bonuses, none of that. It's strictly off of what you do. Okay. So if you notice down here on the second tier of numbers where it goes commission 20 to 25, once you sell $1,000 PRV, your commission stays at 25 for the rest of your time as a consultant. So it never drops back down to 20. Okay, that's a lifetime thing. And even if you cancel, I don't really know what I'm looking at. Like I'm looking here, but I don't. So if I look like I'm crazy, I don't know where my eyes are at. But even if you cancel and come back to Cincy, say 5 years later, and you were a certified consultant, you'll still come back to that 25% commission. So that's lifetime once you reach 1,000 PRV. Now, this part here, where it says commission from Cincy Club referral, I have not had any of this yet because I make my PRV off of my Cincy Club people, but there's a referral program, and if they refer you, you don't get a full 20, 25%. And it's these numbers here. So it's 10 and then 15 just off of that's just Cincy Club orders. So don't think too deeply into that. All right. So essential and certified, you don't have to worry about anybody but you. You make money off of you and that's it. And let me go here. Oh, no, I can't see my thing. Well, I have another screen here I was going to show you, but there we go. Okay, so 20% commission as an essential consultant, and then once you get to 1,000, then you promote to 25%. And all of these documents, guys, are on the workstation. If you want to refer back or print them out, like when I first started, I had it printed out and hung on my refrigerator, just so I would know, like, because it's a lot of acronyms and stuff that you may not be familiar with. So that's essential. And then here is certified. Okay. The other thing, if you notice right here with this little 5% bonus, anytime at any level, that is essential through Superstar Director, anytime you sell $2,000 in a month, you get an extra 5% off of your PRV, an extra 5% bonus. So like my goal every month is 2,000. I don't reach it every month, but my goal, like I never set it less than 2,000 because I want that extra 5% bonus in my check. So that is and that's for any level, no matter you have a team, even if your team doesn't produce, if you sell 2,000, you get that extra 5%. Okay, let's go back to this page, this one here. Now, once you reach lead consultant, everywhere from lead forward, it starts to shift and it starts to change because now you've become a leader, which means you've sponsored somebody on your team, and you're wanting to grow a team. But whether you want to or not, if somebody signs up under you, you're growing a team. And just not for anybody here that's on the screen, because I know that you guys are interested in growing a team from the response we've gotten so far. If you know somebody that joined Cincy and they're like, look, I just want to join, make money off my own products. I don't want to build a team. I'm not here for that. You can contact Cincy and tell them, hey, I don't want to be I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to join a team. I mean, I don't want to have a team under me. And then you'll max out at certified consultants. So like you'll get that 25% or that 5% bonus, but like you won't get any of the bonuses for a team, if that makes any sense. Like you do have the option of not sponsoring, but then it's all based on you. Your check is completely solely based on what you do in Cincy. So back to lead. Once you sponsor your very first person, you are now a lead consultant. Okay, so like Michaela, you joined, started essential, zip past that, and then went to certified and zip past that, and now you're at lead. Okay, so now once you get to lead and star and superstar and director, now you have responsibilities. Okay, so now your check depends on not only what you do, but also what the people beneath you do. That beneath is not the right word. The people who have signed up under you. Okay. So if you look here, every leader has a minimum PRV of 500. Okay. So as a leader, you have got to get your $500 or none of these bonuses that we're going to talk about at the bottom happen. Okay. So you've got to set your goal. Once you sponsor somebody, you got to get your 500. Okay. And I'm going to skip down to where it says active frontline. And can you guys see where that one is? Your frontline are the people that you sponsor yourself. Okay. So that's people that you sign up and they sign directly under you, not like down the tree, but people that you sign up. So when you're a lead consultant, you have to have one person under you that is active. Okay. And you don't count. So you got to have you at 500 and then an active consultant at 200 or more. Okay. So that has to be met, or none of these bonuses at the bottom of this sheet you'll get paid on. The group wholesale volume right now, because I don't have any directors under, like on my team, like I'm the director and then I have the consultants, we only have one group. When you get more and a bigger team than what we have, then we start to talk about group and team. But right now we're just one big group. Now your group is you and the people under you, or that's your team. So like a lead consultant would have to have 1,000 GWV, which is your group, your team as a whole would have to sell 1,000 GWV, which is 75% of your PRV. It can be very confusing. So what you would do is, if you have to have 1,000 GWV, multiply that times 0.75 and then add it back, and that's what you've got to have. So like, I've got to have 1,000. Now divide it. That means if I'm a lead consultant, that means my GWV would have to be 1,333. Now remember, that's between you and your other front line. That's not solely what you have to get. That's you and your front line. So that's why it's important for that active front line to be active. Okay. So as you are a leader and you progress through this process and you see you have consultants sign up under you and they don't get active, right there, you're stuck, because none of this bottom half right here is going to happen if you don't meet these requirements first. Okay. Am I making any sense? If you have any questions, ask me. So a lead consultant has to have 500 PRV personally, and one of their teammates at least one of their teammates has to be active, and active is just 200. Okay. Now, as we go on to a star consultant, you see the numbers, they just gradually get bigger, except for the personal PRV. Your PRV stays at 500. Okay. But as you become a star consultant, that means you're sponsoring more people, right? Your team is growing. To be paid on the bonuses, you have to have 2 active. I mean, you got to have 2 people that are 200 PRV or more, and your whole group number has to be 2,500. Let me show you if I'm pull this up. And I mean, I don't mind. Can y'all still see my screen? Like with my numbers?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
I'm just going to show y'all this. So, I mean, I'm not a big secretive person. So these are my numbers currently, right? Okay. So here's my PRV. Here's my TWV, which is the people that are specifically under me, my front line. That's how much, or my group. And then here's my GWV. Okay. So our whole group, as all 59 of us, have sold 75% of $12,515. Okay. Now, do you see how many actives I have? 2. So when I look back at this compensation plan, I have to have how many active to get paid? 3. Okay. So it's important that these requirements at the top be met, because all of this down here
doesn't matter.
Because if I don't get my 3rd person active by the end of this month, then I'm not going to get the bonuses. These are basically bonuses down here. Okay. So I'm not going to get I'll get this one commission because I'm 20. I'll get 30% because I'm over 2,000, but I'm not going to get the bonus, the 2% bonus or the 9% bonus, because I don't have these requirements met. Okay. I'm not going to get this 9% bonus on my front line because I don't have 3 active. So that's why it is so important, if you watch any trainings, and guys, I mean, I've been doing this I'm coming up on 8 years. March 31st is 8. And if you watch any trainings on growing a team or being a leader, they're going to tell you to grow wide. Okay. Like sign the people up, because I've got 10 people on my front line, and you see how many are active? Two. So you can't, if you're in this to make money and you want to grow and grow, you sign them all up, because out of the 10, 20% of my front line is active. So I'll still get paid on my PRV, and I'll still get paid on my commission from my Cincy clubs, but it's these bonuses where it starts to add up, right? But this is it. This is where it's at right here. Okay. So I challenge you guys to really think about where you're at, first of all, and what the requirements are. Whenever I first hit director, and we hit that, and I say but we, because I couldn't have done this without my team. When we hit that 10,000, like, I was just in tears, because that's huge. That's huge because we don't have a huge group. We have 50, maybe 63, I think, after this month. But the requirements get to be tougher, but that's because you're growing, right? And I love the challenge of this. Do I get frustrated? You can bet. Like when I logged in this morning, I'm clicking and I'm like praying, please have 3, please have 3. Because if I don't, then this part is just thrown away. So, and I'll feel like I'll have it. I have some that are usually put an order in right at the end of the month, and it'll come through. But we're a money making business, right? I can't say that I'm not in it for the money. I love what I do, but I'm in it for the paycheck. So, all right, let me go on. So this is lead consultant. So this is you and at least one other person. So when you promote to star, that means you at least have sponsored 2 people, and now your GWV is 2,500. Okay. And so what happens is, let's say this month, Sally has a really good month, and she has her 500. She gets to 2,500 GWV. She's got 2 active front lines. Bam, she bumps to star consultant. Okay, so what's confusing is sometimes we get confused between title. Where is it? Here's a star. Is it star? Okay. You get paid on title and rank. So once you reach a title like star consultant, you'll stay that. But you will only get paid on your ranking. Okay. So if you are a star consultant, meaning you've got 500 PRV, your GWV is 2,500, you got 2 active frontline, but then next month you don't meet these numbers, you still stay a star consultant, but you only get paid as a lead consultant. Does that make sense? So every month it can change. You don't lose your title per se, you just lose your pay ranking if you don't meet those requirements. Now, even as a leader, you still have the 12 months. So like, don't think, oh gosh, I didn't get paid at my title this month. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. You can go month after month after month after month of not being paid at title, and it'll be fine. You don't lose your business. The only time Cincy will deactivate is if you don't have 200 PRV after 12 consecutive months, one after the other. So that part was confusing to me, especially when I first started. Okay, I'm a star. My title says star consultant, but I'm not getting paid like a star consultant. Well, why? That's because I'm not meeting these requirements here, okay, within my team. So your title may stay the same, but your pay rank goes down to the next level if you don't meet the requirements.
So for me to get star, because I have 2 active consultants, I would need the 2,500
Yes, yeah, your
GWB. Okay.
GWB would need to get to 2,500
Okay.
and you would promote to star. Yep.
That's between all three of y'all. That's between the whole team, not just you.
Yeah, not just you. That would be, Michaela, do you care if I pull up your numbers real quick just to see?
Not at all.
Okay.
I
I'm
bet you
not
don't.
gonna,
Because I tried to find it and I couldn't find it in my report.
hold on. Let me stop screen sharing real quick, just so I don't wanna, okay. So looking here, so promoted from essential to lead, like I said earlier. Okay, you have 3 on your team. That's you and your 2 recruits. 2 are active, and your TWV is sitting at 2388. So you are so
Gosh
stinking
darn it, I
close.
knew we had to be close.
So close.
That's
Okay,
all right. I
so
have a big order placed Friday.
let me see. Let me see how much that is. 23. I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so to get to that, to get to your 2,500, let me get my face back on here because I like to see y'all. To get to 2,500 GWV, you guys would have to put in 140, about 150 PRV.
Which is just my shooting star kit that I'm gonna buy on Friday.
That's it. Like you're
So, were
gonna
they
promote,
Melissa?
triple promote.
Look at my girl.
I know. I mean, essential to star in how many days?
She hadn't even been in 30 days.
No.
I think maybe 20. Maybe
Hold on,
20.
I can tell you exactly how many.
What, Patty?
I don't know, but I know I have 51 days to get 1,500
So
PRV
20.
for that level 3.
All right, so
So
join date was the
so 21
9th. So
days.
yeah, you haven't even the 29th will be 20 days. So you're at 18 days.
It's crazy because I hosted a party for Margie and I didn't even get orders.
Okay, so I'm just looking at, I'm pulling her up. Shooting star, check, sensational. I mean, you're on level 3. So yeah. Okay, so triple promotion. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we definitely have to cheer that on as we move forward. Okay. Is there any questions? Like we can chat through this. Let me show Margie hers real quick because I think I've covered essential. And guys, whenever you go to your workstation, if you just type in compensation, all of this stuff, all of these are there and you can print them, you can save them. But one of the things I love about these is it tells you how to promote. Okay. So like Michaela, for you, for instance, here's what you need each month: 500, 2,500, and 2. These are your bonuses that you'll earn when you reach these things. And then it tells you, okay, if you want to be a superstar, here's what you're going to have to get. So I love, that's what I had hanging up because I loved how it broke it down. All right. So Margie, let me get out of this real quick. I'm going to try and pull up, Margie, you may have your numbers up. I don't know. I know she was, she's got her 500 PRV. She's got her 6,000 GWV. She's got her active frontline. And I know she's not going to care if I say this, but the GWV has been her nemesis because she's had several on her team that just have kind of quit. She's getting paid at title this month. So I'm like super pumped. So she'll finally get paid in title, and it's been a while.
Yay.
It's been a while. So that means she's going to get 30% or 25 plus 5 because her PRV is high. She's going to get the 7% bonus, the 7% bonus on her front line that is just skyrocketed. Her lead bonuses, star. So like, I mean, she'll get paid, and then the monthly sales. Now, this is where I'm setting my sights.
It's back.
The 10,000 GWV, because when she does that, she will promote to director. So if she keeps recruiting rock stars like y'all that just fell out of the heavens, I don't know what to say, then I feel like she'll be on director watch pretty soon. So, but once you when you look at it and really just kind of understand, like, okay, what are all these acronyms, and just kind of go section by section. Okay, section by section. And
Real quick, is it going to cut you off at 30 minutes?
yes, it is. I have 40. I put on 40, so we got 6 minutes left.
That sucks.
I know.
I wanted to show you all my Easter basket I was making. Look, I have an event this weekend. Look at this huge egg I found.
I
Did
just
you see
realized
it?
I wasn't sharing my screen with y'all. I was going through that again. I'm sorry.
This is a full size. This is the Amazing Grace warmer. It's Easter this weekend, right? I have an event. So I'm putting it in there. And of course, I don't know if you new girls know, you have to, if you're not putting it in the package, you have to make sure you get them the box and the package and everything in it. But I have this in here. I have a bunch of grass. I have like a ton of candy. I got all of this from the dollar store. I got these cute little bitty little things for $1. I just stuff them in there and make it to where this warmer is not going to move. And then I tape it all together. I put this little thing on here. That warmer, this little warmer, the Amazing Grace warmer, was in the clearance for $20 a few months ago. So this thing right here, $25.
That's a cute egg.
That is a cute.
And I got
Yeah,
the
that's-
egg
that's
for
cute.
$1.
That is cute.
And the egg screws on. Like
Oh.
literally screws on it. It doesn't clip like a regular egg, it screws.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
Yeah,
so I was
so-
talking to y'all, and I forgot I didn't have my screen. See, there's no telling what I was looking like. But this is what I was gonna show. I'm sorry.
I'm doing all that tomorrow. I told Marjorie I'd show her.
This one right here, these sheets are what I was saying are in the workstation. If you search compensation, but this is what I'm sorry, y'all. This is what I was pointing to whenever I said this is how you promote. It tells you if you're a star consultant, you've got to have this 500, you've got to have 2,500, you've got to have 2. Breaks down what you'll get paid for on each of your bonuses. But then I like this part at the bottom because it shows you what you have to have for the next level. So these are great resources, and this is what it looks like if you were to print it out. And it just this is what I had hanging on my fridge, so I would never forget what was required of me. But if you're building a team, if that's something that's in your sights, just always remember, first of all, take care of your PRV first, okay? Because if you don't have your 500 PRV, then none of this other happens as well, right? So we have several leaders on our team who don't get their 500 PRV, so they don't get paid on anybody on their team. So I always tell consultants, take care of your sales, take care of your PRV. And once you get that secured for the month, then focus on your team, and make sure your team is working and pushing. Like I said, everybody may not be, but I'm in it I'm in it to make money. I want to retire. Teaching is stressing me out. So, the sooner the better, because, you know, that's just the way it is. But, if you guys, I'm going to stop sharing and then I'm going to stop recording, and nobody hop off yet. We're about to.
Has anybody tried the Sun Castle?
Yes, I love it.